well. Well, I'm back. I don't know if this little thing I rigged up is going to work, but it is what it is at this point. Just had a nice lunch with the kids. Today is playing with the neighbor's kids, and they're enjoying their little time. But we just sat and ate lunch together, and it's funny when you hang out with children. I enjoy times like that. We have a good time. We laugh and joke, and they want to show me their shoes and tell me about all their toys. And so I'm nice and full now. And I started pulling some of my raised bed that I have in the back to the front. And my original plan was to take the soil from that raised bed and actually move it up here once I move the wood and the little blocks. But when I moved the first block, when I say there was an ant's nest, it was a huge ant's nest. And then when I went to the second block, there was ant's nest there too. So I'll have to see. I might need to wait, like go ahead and move the wood and the blocks, because I can shake those off. Like I was hitting them on the ground and shaking them off and getting the ants off. But then I might have to wait a couple days to see what happens. Or I might need to put some grits down, or I might need to take another ant's nest and throw it on top of there to see if I can get rid of the ants. Because I would hate to waste all that soil. It's good. I can show you in a minute. It's nice and dark. It's rich. I've been throwing things in it because I haven't been using it, but I've been throwing scraps and different things in it to keep it rich and nice. And I had no clue that it had that many. They're working over there in the back, so sorry for the background noise. But I had no clue that it had that big of an ant family in it. So I'm tired, but I want to get this done today. So I'm thinking, you can't really see because how I had to prop up this camera. I don't know if that shows a little bit more, but I'm going to go get the first blocks. So you won't be able to see the actual ground, but you'll see me lifting these blocks. So here we go. I measured it. I measured it the other day, and it seems like everything will fit. It's going to be kind of tight, but I'm going to make it work. Because I'm not even using that raised bed because it's in the back. Everything's not together, so. This is going to be interesting. I mean, I might need to take some dirt. I actually think I should go long ways first. Man, it is so hot today. It is so hot, but the sun's not beaming over me right now, so I'm thankful for that. Shifting to the other side. should lose about 15 pounds in one day, right? I'm kidding. I know that's not possible. Rocks in the ground. I don't think anybody's joined. All right, I'm gonna get this first piece of wood. Now, I should say, when I first did this, I used untreated wood. So it's interesting now to see the quality of the wood. I did that in, let's see here, my dad passed in 2020. So I think I had did it, I think I might have done it that same year. It was either 2019 or 2020. I want to say 2020 because my dad never saw any of my YouTube videos. So I want to say that I did that bed in 2020. And so it's now been 2 years and I can see that the wood is starting to rot a little bit, but there's still more than enough time for it to last longer. I knew if I did it knowing eventually I probably would have to replace the wood, but it's just interesting to now see the quality after a couple of years have passed. So let me go get the board. And so just to show you, so you can see what I'm talking about, you can tell this has been the bottom, and you can see what's happening to the wood. It's starting to rot, but you know, the top is decent. Let's see here. So I do want to scoot it down. I want to be able to go change my shoes and I'll be right back. Oh yeah. If your daddy saw you in those shoes, yeah, you should have changed those shoes a bit ago. Amendo, Meshach, and Abednego. A bit ago. I'm just trying to make sure I make enough space. I don't even know if you can see this because of how I have. Oh, you can see a little bit of it. I can see it now. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's enough space so that I can still walk through here without any problems. And so I can at least walk back through here I might need to see if I can take it this way just a little bit so I can squeeze through here. Let me get the second board. Same thing. See the quality of the wood. Oh, this is heavy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to slide it over. Woo, it's gonna be a tight fit. Tight fit. Bye, baby. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to walk past this backside. I can move it over just a tad smidgen, but it's going to be tight. I already can't fit my dolly in here. You know, I'm working with a limited space. And I'll have to lay some more dirt. I'm going to have to level out the dirt a little bit better too. If this tree stump wasn't here, but I'm not going through hoops trying to get that out. So, okay, I'll take you with me to the back because I have to get one more. I have to get 2 more blocks. I have to get 2 more blocks and I have to get 2 more pieces of wood. So I did some of it off camera. I hope I can, maybe I can grab the chair or something so that I can use. Maverick's out too, so hopefully he doesn't give me any problems. Sorry, the camera's all shaky. I probably should have set up my chair before I came out here, right? But it doesn't always work that way. I'll flip this camera around too so you can see what I'm talking about as far as the soil being rich. Man, it looks good. Maverick, stop my car. Okay, so you see, it's kind of dark, but, excuse me, sir, I didn't ask you to do that. So you can see, that is nice and dark and thick. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. But this is where I shook off the first cinder block, and the ant, you can see some ants. I don't know if you catch some of them on camera, but they've kind of scattered. There's another one. They've kind of scattered already. So now, let me get this chair so I can kind of prop up the camera. And I'm going to use the shovel, because these ones I had it reinforced with rebar. So I had to use the shovel to kind of pull it up off the ground and then pick it up and put it in my cart. So let's see. I have to get a rock or something. We got this though. I got it. No, that's gonna work. Let's see if you can see. Let's pull it back a little bit. see a little bit. I wish there was somebody online. Oh, somebody is with me. Who's that? Comment and let me know. I'm out here in my garden trying to do some work. Move, Maverick. I think you can see it now. Oh yeah, you can see it. Maverick, you had to move out the camera, buddy. Go on. No. I'm trying to say hi. Hi, I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Hi. Hi. You see my puppy? He was so small. Okay, down. So I'll speak up a little bit because they're back here doing work. Don't you jump on me. Don't you do that. No, sir. He's not fixed. You're about to witness something ugly. Who is that? Oh, that's my mama. Hey, Mom. So I'm just out here working in the garden. I told myself I wanted to move this raised bed that was in my backyard to the front. So earlier today I was live and I was showing what I was doing. I was clearing out all the weeds and gunk, and my tripod is broken. I was trying to make it work with that, but it didn't work. The camera fell, and so then we took a lunch, and now I'm back and I'm moving the parts of the raised bed. So I'm not going to really be talking much. I'm going to look at the comments and see if anybody's making any comments like sporadically, but I'm kind of just showing a day in the life of what it looks like when you're gardening and you have things to do. I've literally been out here since 1 or so, somewhere around 1. So let's see what my mama said in her comment. Oh, she said I joined last time, but you ended just as I signed on. Yep, get out of here. I needed lunch. I felt famished. I was like, I need some meat in my life or something. Watch out, Maverick. Get. I'm always scared that I'm gonna put the shovel on the ground and lift it up and there's gonna be a snake. Because that happened to me. I had to have been, I don't even know, I had to have been maybe 8 or 9 or something like that. And I was at my friend's ranch and I put the shovel in the dirt, and when I lifted it up, sure enough, there was a black and white snake. And so ever since then, I'm mindful of that. So here we go. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna show you the ants. I'm gonna show you, hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna show you what I was talking about. As soon as I pick that up, there's a whole nest in here. Look, but look at those worms. Look at those worms. But they're all in here. Just made their little house. I don't like that. So I was saying, I don't know if you signed on as soon as I logged on, but I was saying, I don't know what I'm going to do with this dirt yet or how to use it exactly, because there's an ant family like on every corner of this raised bed, which I was not aware of. And so it's pretty bad. And I don't want to transfer the ant's nest to the new raised bed. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get rid of them, because I wanted to reuse this soil. This is good soil. What'd you say? What'd you say, KK? Okay. have reinforced this with rods. Just trying to clean them up a little bit, get some of this gunk out of here. Shake off any other ants that might be in it. Splatter houses. We're taking this. I got another one on this other side. I know for sure there is an ant nest underneath this pot, this blue pot. I don't know if you can see it because this is in the way. But there's, yep, blue pants, there's an ant nest underneath there. Jumped out my chest. Maverick, did you see that? It was just a frog. I didn't know what it was. I run and ask questions later. It was a dang on frog. Woo! Never fails. Something's always happening. Let's see. Is that supposed to be Kiki? I don't know. I can't see that, Mom. No, I said. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh my goodness, did you just see me run and take off, Mom? Where'd he go, Maverick? Now I'm looking. Oh, Jesus, the offense. Oh. She said all that for a frog. That means she saw me. Yes, ma'am. When you don't know what it is, you just see something moving. You don't ask no questions. You just run and find out after the fact. Oh, my goodness. That was funny. I hope I can save this video later. I posted to my YouTube channel for all those that haven't joined me live. That was hilarious. The funny thing too is I had just said I'm always worried about running into a snake. I don't like Ant's nest is real. Ant's nest is real. I keep hearing your song in my head, Mom. Pioneer woman. Do-do-do-do. I don't even know all the words, but I'm hearing that in my head. Let's just say I understand the assignment. I'm almost done, and then I'll head more closer to the front, and hopefully you can hear me better. Eek! Icky, 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 icky. Woo! It's hot. Last board. Ow, landed on my foot. Oh, this one has rotted more. I was saying earlier when I first logged on, I used untreated wood back here when I first started because I just wanted to test this out. This one, the other three are in much better condition, but this last one you could tell has rotted. But that's all right, because I still can use it. Woo! I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that good, but this one is starting to rot and get holes in it and stuff. I don't know if some of that had to do with the ants getting in there as well, but oh no. Dude, I wonder if that's termite damage. Excuse me. I'm thinking this is termite damage. And I might not want to use this board. Because the way it looks rotten. Yeah, this one looks way different. Move, Maverick. You see this? I'm hitting this and it's not falling apart. But this actually looks like termites got in here. Because when I hit it, it's actually like gross. So I'm probably gonna have to replace this one. I just don't want to take any bad stuff to the new area. So that sucks. I might be able to burn it. Firewood, but that looks like termite damage, so I'm gonna leave that one alone. Here, that's all still solid. Oh yeah, the other ones didn't look like that. So we'll leave that. And we'll head back to the front. That sucks because that means this raised bed is not going to be finished today. Because I'll have to go back to the store and get some wood. Get a wood to replace it. But that's alright. It lasted 2 years. So, but I honestly think that's because I just left the bed. I hadn't really been using it. And so ants just took over. It was ants and termites and whatever else. It was a good little menu for them, because all my other raised beds are not like that. Switch this side. Pioneer woman. Just trying to check that other one again. Okay. I'm gonna stick you back up on here. You can't really see the ground, but that's alright. I'm gonna go get these blocks. Gonna look a little off. All right. So, it's interesting. Where's Nevaeh? Oh, she's playing with Wyatt. Whew, where's my... You know what? We used our chairs. We sat and ate lunch over here, so I'm going to come over here, sit down for a second since I was just moving blocks and wood. But it's interesting because they say different things. Like, people say don't use untreated wood. People say don't use treated wood because of the toxins. And so everybody has their own theory about what... Ouch, that hurt. Everybody has their own theory about what's best. I've been told that cedar or another type of wood is better. But, you know, you have to do what you can afford. And I couldn't afford cedar wood. That stuff is expensive, especially with gas prices. Ooh, my brain's somewhere. Especially with wood lumber prices, they have been so high. So it's like, you want to grow fruit, you just got to do what you got to do sometimes. And then when you're able to get the good quality wood, because you saved up enough money, then you go ahead and handle that. So, doing her thing, pioneer woman. That's the song. So it has been a beautiful day. It has been so nice to be outside. Why are you in my face? Why are you in my face? We went to Lowe's earlier and it was busy. Everybody was trying to get their spring break projects in. I saw a whole bunch of people buying blocks and garden soil and plants. They had, when I say they had plants galore, it was so many plants. There were so many things on clearance, and it was just nice to be out. I should have, well, actually I can't even film right now because I have to work on my storage issues, but it was just nice to be out. And I was like, Nevaeh, it's really busy. Make sure you stay with me because my child can be wild sometimes. But it's been a beautiful day. Yesterday, we just went for a walk. And then I challenged Nevaeh because we haven't drawn in a while. So I said, we're going to walk our land. And let me know if you can't hear me good. I'm trying to talk loud so you can hear me over that background noise. Oh, you just came from the park. It's beautiful here too. So I challenged her and I said, we're going to go for a walk on the trail. And I said, but we're going to take our art book and we're going to draw 5 things. We can pick anything that we want. We'll draw 5 things and just put them on the same page. Just to challenge ourselves, kind of practice. You know, we're not experts, but we have talent. You know, we can draw. And so it was kind of fun to just walk around the trail and draw at the same time and look at everything that's back there, because there's litter back there. I don't even know how some of the stuff has gone back there. There's an old boot. There's a baseball glove. I found an old Coors Light beer can. And I was like, Nevaeh, that looks really old. Like, I don't know how old that is. I was like, but that looks old. I'm not a beer drinker, so I don't know, you know, all the different brands and flavors, but it looked like an old can. And then just different rocks and leaves and the branches, and we had a good time. And then afterwards she was like, Mommy, can we bird watch? I said, sure, baby, we can bird watch. That's cool, drawing still objects. Yep. So we bird watched. We pulled the towel out, we laid down, and we just enjoyed hearing nature. And next thing I know, I was about to pass out. I got sleepy all of a sudden. So, and the interesting thing was today, when it was probably because of this, but when we were eating lunch, I was eating lunch with the kids, then all the birds wanted to come. Because we saw birds in the tree yesterday. They didn't want to come down to the water bath and spend time with us. But when we were eating, they were deciding to come close to us. So it's interesting. But it's been such a beautiful day. And I'm so excited to be outside. We have rain coming. And I just bought a small shed. And so I need to build that. But in order to build that, I had to move this raised bed. So that's why I've been out here working hard for my money. And it's honestly time to put some of my seed starts out. I still have seeds in the greenhouse, and I've been watering everything so far. My corn hasn't popped up that we planted. I'm laughing because she typed in birds in the trees seem to whisper Louise. I don't know if you've heard that song, but it's birds in the trees seems to whisper Louise. Something seems to whisper Louise. It's an old song. But that's what we do. We hear a word, and from that word, it makes us think of a song. So we'll just start singing anything from nowhere. Maverick, what are you doing? You want to say hi to the people? Are you hot? Are you ready to go inside? He's doing the ear thing. Huh? Huh? Are you talking to me? Am I talking to you? Right here. Up. Good boy. Look in the camera. You want to say hi? This is my pup. This is my Maverick baby. This is my Maverick baby. My spoiled dog. You being nice right now. What's going on? I don't know how late I'll be out here today. I'm kind of sad that last little piece of wood was rotten like that. It's always something, right? You try to get something done and then something always comes up. So, today, I knew I needed to fix my gorilla cart. Oh, see, there's a bird right now. It swooped down. That's why I got distracted. And it went into the tree. But I knew I had to fix my gorilla cart because it broke. So I was hoping I had spare parts at the house. No. So I wanted to get out sooner. Oh, there's quite a few dogs at the dog festival. Did you have a good time? I know, especially because it was a nice day. Did they have any good food out there at the food spots? So that's why we ended up at Lowe's. But of course, you know, you have to walk around and look at the patio furniture and look at the everything else. So, but I got my bolt that I needed, and I got the nut to go on it, and so I fixed my cart first. But I'm kind of glad it's a little later. Oh. Is that a pigeon? Let me see. Let me see if I can show you. I don't have the best, I don't know if you could see it that good, but it looks like a pigeon. It's pretty. Maverick will probably, if Maverick sees it, it's going to take off. There he goes. And there goes Maverick, even though he can't get it. Look at that wolf dog. I wasn't calling you Maverick when I was whistling. I wasn't calling you. So, I'm like, I have so many projects coming up. I just purchased another dog kennel. So I have to put that up. I have somebody that's supposed to be coming tomorrow to help me. So hopefully that'll work out. And then, I'm actually pretty proud of this garden. It's starting to come together really nice. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but I've changed the fencing. I've added the 4th raised bed. Now we're moving this one over. So, I'm ready. I'm ready, but I need to get my stuff in the ground. So, I don't know. I still got to figure out what I'm going to do with this dirt. 'Cause I don't want to waste it. It's so good. There's another bird. Oh, it took off, though. That was a cardinal. Those birds are pretty. I could sit back here for hours. Just play some music. Have some good food. Sometimes have good company. You know, you don't always have to have somebody come over, but when people do, it's good fellowship time. I haven't been able to post yet about our Resurrection Festival, but we had an awesome time. I really enjoyed myself. I was excited. I ordered food this time instead of trying to cook and kill myself, and my family came together and we had an awesome time. We sang praise and worship. We had good. I ordered from like a seafood shack place, so we had crab legs and sausage with a little spice on it. And we had, what else do we have? We had the smoke pit. The smoke pit out here is so good. We had pulled chicken and brisket, a little bit of macaroni and cheese, dessert, and we watched the 10 Commandments. That's something my family used to do like once a year. And it's funny because my daughter was just talking about it. Was it today? Either today or yesterday. I want to say it was today. She was talking about it, and she's like, she goes through these phases where she's like, Mommy, you didn't spend enough time with me. Yep, we have veggies too. We had sauteed corn and green beans, and that was really, really good. Why are you breathing in my face? And Maverick's down here. And then, so she goes through these phases where she's like, you didn't spend enough time with me. And I was like, Nevaeh, we watched like a whole bunch of movies together. She's like, no, we didn't. We only watched one. And it was one, like for 1 hour each day. And I said, Nevaeh, I said, the 10 Commandments is like 4 hours long. I was like, you cannot watch that in one sitting. You would have to literally put it on first thing in the morning and then watch it, you know, and it'll probably be after lunch by the time you're done. And so I was laughing, but I always love watching that movie. My dad was a huge movie buff, like humongous movie buff, and to the point where he would memorize lines. And so that was one of his favorites. And so he would always, you know, laugh at some of the faces some of the actors would make and crack jokes about how they would say things. And my hair is falling out. And so we always used to get a kick out of it. And so the other day, that's why I posted the short where it was Nevaeh and I saying, "Let my people go." Because Moses was serious. He was like, "Look, Pharaoh, I done told you, you gonna let my people go." And then it was crazy because I was telling my mom, I said, it's funny how you watch a movie and you still miss a whole bunch of key points, like key moments. Man, I feel like something's crawling on me. I know it's probably just pollen, but it feels like something's crawling on me. You miss a whole bunch of key points. So there was different parts in the movie when I was like, I don't even remember him saying that. And he was prophesying. Different people were prophesying and saying what their future would bring if they went down this route, and how people don't listen. People don't listen. How often does God send a warning through somebody or through you having a dream, or, you know, reading the scripture and then the Lord just kind of giving you thoughts about the scripture? Like, just how many times does that happen in your life when you're actively pursuing the Lord and being in relationship with Him? And do you really take heed and listen? And it kind of just hit me different, because I'm trying to think. There was, I can't think of her name right now, but the girl that really liked Moses, that was feeling Moses. She loved her some Moses. But, what was it? Her own words eventually turned into her having her own son killed because of her own words. Because she loved Moses so much. Well, actually, she didn't even love him. She was a Jezebel, and she just was infatuated with him and just wanted him because she wanted him. But her own words is what killed her son, because she was basically saying, Maverick, no, leave it. She was basically saying how Nefertiri, yes. She was basically saying how Moses wasn't going to be able to leave until he came to her. Until he gave her what she wanted. Moses was like, all right, shyster. Okay. And so I can't remember the line exactly, but her own words are what ended up being the result of Pharaoh doing what he did and having their son killed. And his own words too. And so, what was another part? There was another part when the maid, she wasn't called a housemaid back then, but the woman that was with Pharaoh's sister when she found Moses when he was a baby. Mom, you know the name. The sister told her that if she ever spoke of this, it would be her own words that would be the last time she basically was alive, that she would die if she ever told the secret. And that's exactly how it played out. She told the secret, and then Nefertiri killed her butt. Within seconds. And so it's just interesting when you think about that perspective, and you think about how many times the Lord talks to us or warns us and tells us something's coming. Tells us something is coming, and we either take heed or we don't. And then what the outcome of that ends up being. I know there's been times in my life where the Lord sent warning, and in some cases it was just I wasn't expecting the level of hurt or pain to be what it was. I thought, oh, okay, it's coming, but you don't realize this may be worse than what you think it's going to be, and you really need to prepare yourself for it. Like how people get church hurt. They go to church, and they can see foolery happening in the church. They know good and well. Some people don't know because they don't read the scriptures for themselves. But if you read the scriptures for yourself, you can see that there's a lot of foolery that goes on in these churches. And so that's your pre-warning that might not be the best atmosphere for you unless the Lord is has you on assignment, and he's telling you to be there for a reason, because the people need to see you as an example, or he wants you to say something at key times with wisdom. So, but other times, you know, how many of you actually leave? You know that there's some devastation that has occurred, but you're still so loyal to a person. You don't have that same loyalty to Christ. You're loyal to a person who's not going to be able to get you into heaven, but you won't have the same loyalty for Christ. So I just thought it was an interesting spin, and I just saw Moses different this time when we were, the 10 Commandments. I just saw it different this time when I was watching it, and it was interesting. So, but we had a good time. We stayed up late. We were acting like we were young. We stayed up late. We were joking and laughing. I fell. As usual. I wish I had it on tape too, because it was one of those slow-mo falls. I was trying to pick up my cat's bowls, and I have this one cat that always just seems to have perfect timing with her tail. And if I'm walking, she just happens to flick her tail at the right moment, and she'll flick her tail right under my heel as I'm about to step down, and then hollers if I step on her. And so it was one of those moments. She flicked her tail. I put my foot down. Thank the Lord I didn't press all the way down, but I pressed enough for her to holler. And then because I heard her, I tried to lift my foot up, and so that shifted my weight completely. My mom's probably laughing right now because she was a witness. I rolled and I fell on the bed, and I was trying to use the bed to stop me from actually falling, but I just couldn't quite get myself all the way on the bed. So instead of stopping, I hit the bed, and then I rolled all the way back and fell on the ground, and I immediately started laughing so hard. And my mom was trying to be nice. She was trying to be nice, so she was smiling. Look, she says, not laughing. She's still not laughing now. She was trying to be nice, so she didn't laugh. I'm gonna tell you that. My mom did not laugh at me. But she kind of was smiling a little bit, but at the same time, you could tell it was like, are you all right type of moment. So I was like laughing so hard. I just sat there and laughed, but I thought it was hilarious. And then what else did we do? I feel like we did something, because there's always something going on. We had to break down the tent and clean up, and of course we did that the day my mom was supposed to leave. And that was funny, trying to tear stuff down. And then, what else? And load her car. We had a pit. She brought tables, and I think she brought chairs. She brought chairs and other things. The DJ equipment, because we were DJing up. The sound system. And so, it was just a really awesome time. I really enjoy myself, and I love doing those type of things. I love hosting events and decorating and having perfect lines, and you have to do things in pairs, 2, 4, 6, 8 place settings, and so it was really, really nice. And I'm looking forward to, I believe, the next feast or festival that's coming up, because this year what I'm trying to do is actually celebrate all the festivals that most people don't talk about that are written in scriptures. Like, God has given us specific holidays for us to enjoy and to recognize or, acknowledge in the Bible. But a lot of times we overlook those and we celebrate the worldly holidays instead. And so God has just put it on my heart and emphasized how important it is to engage and acknowledge all the festivals and feasts that were written in the Bible. So that's the plan for this year. So we started with the Passover, Resurrection, Palm Sunday, Good Friday. And then I believe the next one that's coming up is the Feast of Pentecost, I believe. I think that's what we talked about. I was asking my mom, and I was like, which one's coming up next? And so we have to prepare for that. I believe that's the one that the feast happened with Esther after she was able to, she saw the king gave her favor again and was able to help her people so that they could fight back. And so they celebrated after that. And so that's the next feast that we'll be doing. But prior to that, Nevaeh's birthday is coming up. She is going to be 9 years old. I cannot believe it. And we will be out here camping outside. So that will be my next flyer that we'll be putting out. Is, I wonder who that is. That was kind of ghetto. You're driving down the street and honking. Oh, somebody they're really watering their grass. They live on a hill. Like, it's literally like the backyard is on a hill. That backyard's not even usable, but they have grass back there, and I can see their sprinkler is going off to water the grass. I'm like, how does that work? I wouldn't want a backyard that I couldn't use. So they got the house that they wanted, though. Everybody's different, so I'm not even hating on them. But I'm looking forward to her birthday. We've done that before, where we've camped out in the backyard, and we had so much fun. And still to this day, Nevaeh was 4 then, so we haven't done it in a long time. But still to this day, she can remember that day, and she remembers a lot of the things that we did. I made homemade pizza for the kids, and we played games and red light. I think we played like red light, green light. Those are the ones that we always get out. Oh, Lord. Okay, my mom corrected me. I said that backwards. So the Esther's feast was Purim. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't know if I'm saying that. And the one I'm referring to as the Feast of Pentecost is the one with the Holy Ghost was given to the people. After Jesus, I think that has to, after Jesus died, he came back, and they were in the upper room, I believe, and that's when they got the Holy Ghost. I think that's what she was referring to. So I said that incorrectly. So, corrected myself. What is that? Fact check. Fact check. I know the testimonies, but I can't put timelines together, and I can't quote a scripture, but that's why I always tell people, look it up for yourself as well. She said yes, so she's confirming I said it right the second time. Not the first, the second time. Fact check. So, Maverick, what you doing? Maverick is actually chilling. I'm shocked. Maybe it's because I'm back here, but usually he is a little wild. Hi, puppy. Are you hot? I didn't ask you to jump on me. I didn't ask you to jump on me. Are you hot? Look at, he's so spoiled. Stop smelling my breath. All right, I've been on this live for a while though, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Finish what I'm doing. Find my child, because she's out here running wild in the hills, doing her thing. The sun's coming in my face, so I'm frowning. And I hope that you're having a blessed day. Thank you, Mom, for signing in. Anybody who watches this later, I hope you're having a blessed day, and that God's will be done. In Jesus' name. I'm out. See ya.